So it's not looking so pretty for SoFi stock yet again today, guys. It's currently about 12:15 p.m. on the East Coast, and SoFi is down about 2%, down 17 cents. Now it's at $8.25, as all the indexes, actually not all of them, my bad, guys. We have the Russell and the Dow in the red a little bit, but the S&P and the NASDAQ are in the green. So we're going to break down the charts here on SoFi, go over my thoughts, what I'm looking to do, and maybe later in the video we'll break down the indexes. So hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and follow me on X. You might as well do that at Stas Talk Stocks, link down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So again, we're seeing a bit of, I guess you can argue, a consolidation day again in the stock market. The NASDAQ's up 0.25%, the S&P's up 0.1, 0.2, and we have the Russell down 0.1 and the Dow's down 0.2%. So not much movement, as the VIX is actually down almost 4% on the day. So we're seeing a bit of a chill day, if you will. And again, we have SoFi down about 2%, and now it looks like we're getting awfully close to the lows from earlier today. I'm not sure if you guys saw, but this morning we hit $8.16. Then we had a nice rally. I'm not sure if you guys caught that. Maybe you traded that. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But it went from 816 to about 850. You guys can see that was a move of around 4%. Then we double topped at about, where was this? 845, and it's been downhill ever since. Now again, we're at 823. Now we're down 2.25 percentage points pretty much. And again, we're pretty much right at the lows from the pre-market, and we're getting close to the lows from market open today, which happens to be where we actually bottomed yesterday. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but yesterday we saw similar price action. We sold off a bit heading into open, then we saw a huge run after that sell-off at open, and then we consolidated pretty much for the rest of the day yesterday, followed by a dump off into close. And this morning's price action was very similar. We sold off pre-market, had a nice recovery, and now we're selling off a bit. So let's see what happens at the 815 to 820 level of support. Big level, guys, from this morning and from yesterday morning. And it looks like we do have a descending triangle kind of forming right now on the 1 day, 1 minute. You guys see these lower highs being made into the support of 815, 820. So keep your eyes on that intraday on SoFi. And of course, the 5 day, 5 minute does not look good. This actually shows you that 815, 820 was support not only yesterday, but also the day before. So yeah, guys, if SoFi does take out, 815, we could be getting ready for a little bit more downside, maybe to 780, 785. That's where we held, it looks like, earlier in the month of December. So about a month ago, that's where we held. So let's see what happens, guys. We are getting a bit oversold right now. You could argue we have a bullish divergence here on the RSI forming down here. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. So let's see, man. It looks like we are slipping a little bit more to the downside right now, but we're not quite yet under $7.90 to $8, which actually is a good sign for the bulls. Once we do, if we do break under $7.80, the bears are going to gain an even bigger edge, but we're not there yet. So as long as the bulls hold $7.80, $8.25 as we are right now, the bulls are going to be in charge, at least in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think, but that's my opinion. This is my channel after all. And on the 4-hour chart, you guys can see we're right above the 180 SMA, being at about $8.20, $8.25, $8 in general, which, is still holding right now. And that spot needs to hold for the bulls. Again, like I said a minute ago, if we do start slipping under this, that's where the bears are going to gain an edge. So yeah, we're slipping down a little bit today, guys, but to be honest, this is just a consolidation day in my opinion when it comes to SoFi stock. You guys can see again over the past 1, 2, now 3 days we've held low mid 8s. So let's see if that continues later today into next week. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And we still have a couple more minutes left here. We might as well break down these indexes very quickly. So SPY right now looks like we are bouncing, not crazily obviously, but we are holding above the 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart, which is right around 465, 467. That is good, as it is up around 0.1% right now, up almost 50 cents on the day. So SPY's holding that point, which, mind you, you guys probably know, especially if you've been watching my channel, that spot has held over the past couple of weeks. You guys can see months at this point. 2-ish months is how long we've held above these moving averages. So yeah, keep your eyes on that here in the short term on SPY, as it is holding a higher low, and Triple Q is doing the same thing, or at least it was last I checked. Actually, no, it's a little bit under the 180 SMA right now, which is not the best sign you can argue here on the 4-hour chart, but we are still above the lows from a couple of weeks ago, still obviously holding the uptrend. So this could just be a little short-term dump under the moving average. Maybe it comes back over it. It looks like it's trying to right now. As you can see on the intraday chart on Triple Q, we've had a sharp bounce back from the pre-market low. In the pre-market, we hit 393 roughly, and we got all the way to almost $400 just about an hour prior to me making this video. Now we're pulling back a bit. We're in the mid-high 390s again. So keep your eyes on that 4-hour 180 SMA on Triple Q as well. And when it comes to the Russell, let me pull that up and show you guys. This is well above the 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart, no doubt about it. But we're now right by the 50 moving average, which is right around 1920 to 1925, right? That's a big spot of support, which we are a bit oversold now. Maybe we do get a bit of a rally on the Russell, maybe for a move back to 2010, which was roughly the high from the end of July. Maybe that breaks. We start going 2070 again, which we hit, it looks like, just a couple of days ago, about a week, 10 days ago. So the Russell still looks pretty bullish above that 50 SMA. And let's see here. When it comes to the Dow Jones, I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is still right near the all-time highs. It's barely pulled back at all. It's well above the 180 SMA, well above the 50 SMA as well. Actually, it's getting pretty close to it, but still above it, which it's right around 37.250 here on the 4-hour chart. The 50 SMA is. So yeah, the Dow's still pretty much at all-time highs right now. Not seeing any sign of a pullback really. And if we do start getting more red in the markets, don't be too surprised if the Dow does start filling the gap down, maybe to 36,000, 35.5. But for now, man, it is holding strong above both moving averages, which is a good sign overall for the Dow here on the 4-hour chart. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. We'll make another video later on today breaking down some other stocks. So make sure to subscribe, hit that like button. You might as well follow me on X as well at Stocks Talk Stocks. And don't click off yet, because I'm sure you have not gotten your free stocks yet for Moomoo. Up to 15 stocks, each up to $2,000. Fund your account at least $100. You get 5 stocks, and fund it with at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks, again, each up to $2,000, guys. So get on it. Use that Moomoo link down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys later.